Hello. Thanks, Nosim. Thank you so much for joining. How are you two doing today? It's been a while, I'm sorry about that, but hey, I'm still here eventually, and that's what matters, I guess. What have you been up to? I have been up to a lot of things and nothing at the same time. One of the things I have been up to, yeah, it's 2 AM, it's 1 AM here as well. Yeah, gotta live for the night, yo. But yeah, one of the things I have been up to was to upgrade my computer. So hell yeah, got a nice little 9800 X3D AMD. So that's a very huge upgrade compared to my i7 3700 series. Basically like a 12-year leap into the future from that upgrade, so if not more. So that's a very long overdue upgrade. So yeah. Today we'll be playing a bit of World of Warcraft, and I also hope that everything is in order with the stream because it has been a while, so I'm maybe a little bit rusty, maybe things might not necessarily be working, but we'll manage. Did ice skating on a 5 hours of sleep, oh damn. How did ice skating go? I haven't done ice skating in a very long time. I used to actually quite enjoy both ice skating and roller skating. I was fairly decent at it as well. Like, not in terms of like competitive sense decency, but just decency in the terms that I did not follow all the time. Which I guess is also kind of important. So we have something going ice skating, and Fix was also skiing, I believe, as well. It certainly is winter. Oh, you put a muscle in your pelvis. No. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I wasn't quite as well prepared today. It's always hard to tell. Also, I am slightly tired as well because it is just at 1 AM, but I don't care. I want to play games. I've been going to bed at like somewhere between 3 to 4 AM, so still have a couple of hours. So yeah. Today will just be chill with, or tonight I should say, will just be chill with some World of Warcraft. No rushing anything. Speaking of, it's actually my sting is not long enough. There we go. We're doing some mage shenanigans. Because I think it was 2 weeks ago, more or less. Hang on, let me just cut the music. And put what music on? I think it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks, a new season dropped in World of Warcraft, so I'm addicted again. And with that, a new zone has also been unlocked. I hope quality and everything's okay. You're playing I want those boxing machines as well. Ooh, that's fancy. I always kind of want to try one of those. But then again, I've never really been into any kind of martial arts apart from fencing for a very short period of time. Oh, what kind of boxing machine is it? Is it like one of those where you just kind of like... I've done a bit of shadow boxing or boxing on the Wii. That's about it. Let's see. So we have to go all the way down here. And I don't have any keys, so we can't do anything else. Oh yeah, Knuckles are missing a bit of skin after all the punching. Well, if it's not hurting, you haven't done enough, isn't that what they say? Nah, for real, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I have already completed most of the new campaign on a different character, so it will not be completely new content for me, but meh, whatever. I figured I might as well go through it again with you lovely people. Which is a good day to do stupid things. You know what? That's perfectly valid. Sometimes you need that.
I gotta reward the effort. Look at them.
Goblins?
What now?
I always wish I had like an alert or something like that for Goblin Slayer, because that would be so fitting. It's a toll booth. You gotta be kidding me. Monte Castlo rolls his eyes and laughs softly. I guess you can make money off of anything. So basically, long story short, there used to be a wall here. There's no longer a wall, because goblins. You met the biggest racing driver from your country, and you got a signature on your racing gloves. Hell yeah, that's so cool. It's always nice to meet people that you look up to in one way or another. It's always so nice. I kind of miss going to concerts for that reason, because I would usually just kind of like hang around the area after concerts and would most of the time get to meet some of the performers as well. I actually had a pretty good friend who played in bands, so competed in the same races as your uncle back in 2017-18. Oh, that's interesting. I knew you were into racing. I didn't know you had an uncle who was actually like competing. Lots of these workers are headed to a venture camp just down the road. That's a great first stop for information. We'll pay the toll booth fee. It's best just to play along for now.
Yep, we just want to visit the mining camp.
It was rally driving, I see.
Going nowhere till you pay.
Is rally driving the kind of off-road thingy? Or am I thinking of something completely different?
You got it.
Here. This should cover us.
All paid. Move along.
High-speed off-roading. Got it. Kinda right. But yeah, that is neat. I do recall that I played some back in the days. I used to play mostly Need for Speed when it came to racing games, but I did play the occasional like off-roading rally games as well. Don't recall which ones though, but also, for the uninitiated, this is World of Warcraft. I'm playing as a fire mage because I love fire, ironically. And fashion. It's actually not the outfit I normally use, but I'm still getting gear. Yeah, fire! And to make it even better, we are a frost fire mage. So we blend, well, frost spells and fire spells together, which is pretty damn cool. Pun intended.
You looking for trouble?
Alright, so we had to figure out why there's a big hole in the wall. Considering for the wall too. I inventory the explosives, but I don't decide where they go. That's what happened here. Hey, our job is to get things done, not ask a bunch of questions. Some order came in to blow up the wall, so we did it. If somebody sent a bogus work order, that's not on us. Well, thanks for the information. I mean, I guess that's right.
I don't know who, but it sure wasn't the dark fuse.
I had to cancel out of the 12-hour charity race. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I mean, sure, there will be another time that you can join in next time or something like that. And then until then, you can just practice. I'm sure you got this. Oh yeah, the trees look very different. There's definitely been some graphical upgrades over the years in Warcraft.
What now?
I didn't sign up for this. This was a venture company mining operation, but now lots of cartels are getting their hands into things. The best jobs are up here in the north. The jobs in the south are the worst. I heard in the southern work sites workers just disappear, and hazard pay is only added 10%. It's awful.
This is
Ah,
bad.
gotta love
But at least they're not
goblins.
in the south mines.
Scored 17 out of 20 on your exam. Good job, I'm proud of you. But yeah, I mean, I get the feeling that sometimes things just happen all at once and you kind of have to prioritize better or worse. You don't look like a Dark Fuse inspector. Dark Fuse enforcement such security and OSCs for this outfit, so they think they can push everyone else around. And they can. I'm here to track work hours for the venture team. Pure admin gig. So, excuse me, I've got to get back to work. I just want to finish my contract and bring my cash back to pay my rent and Undermine. That's fair.
I just handle the paperwork and try to stay off the Dark Fuse radar.
Oh, and the exam we were not looking forward to turned out really well. Ah, that's always lovely when that happens. I definitely recall that time myself.
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Definitely had some exams that I was like felt very prepared for, and some I was not prepared for at all. And then when they eventually, occasionally did go well, then I was just relief. Got the text for the speech and saw AI in the text. Ah. AI is everywhere.
All parts accounted for.
Maybe we wanted the wall blown, or also with maybe we wanted the I can't speak. I can't read. Maybe we wanted that wall blown up also wants our attention here. We gotta dig deeper.
Nice job.
So presumably none of the venture managers or anything were the ones who blew up the hole, which suggests that maybe someone did it to get attention. I thought we were gonna get like 8 to 11 points at most, but got 17. Very well done.
It's lonely at the
Bigger and more dangerous at opportunity point? These south mines sound real bad, even if you have a high tolerance for bad working conditions. But what are they mining? Something here is worth big money. You'll need to check it out. I like big money. I'll head past the big Dark Fuse camp with Rensick, stealth mode. Make a big distraction for us, will ya? I'm sure you can slow down production while you're over there.
Get out there and get
Create a distraction. I have thrust and fire at my disposal. I'm sure I can handle that.
Found me. Perhaps we'll meet again.
What riches are they mining out there? Could this deep digging be related to my visions? Surely these goblins would not find value in something like black blood. We must get a closer look. Together we will gain insight into their operation.
Do not.
You know,
fear the
it's
devil.
not
I fear
beyond
I know
goblins
what they are
to
digging up.
find something
Let us
super
shoot.
dangerous that should not be touched and then get their crappy little hands all over it. That sounds very goblin to me. Fire! Oh, also look at this amazing item I have. I have a...
Whoever brought down that wall.
Hang on. I have this bashful book, which is an enchanted book that may read an excerpt from an unpublished steamy romance novel to the target of your spells, dealing arcane damage. I legit have a magical book that reads smut to my enemies. Which is hilarious. Oh, the letter. Wait, I forgot to read the letter. Is this one? This one? This one. This document requires anyone with information about who opened the western wall to bring information to the supervisors. It details the reward, a promotion to working inside Undermine. It also includes a promise for the favor and appreciation, in quotation marks, of Galliwigs. Gato wants to know about this. How's the new computer treating me? Amazing. It's so nice. I still have a bit of a bottleneck in my graphics card because it is a 970, which is still, you know, I hate to say it, but 10 years old, because that's when Witcher 3 came out. I feel old now. So that is still a bottleneck because it only has like 4 gigabytes of what's called VRAM. But I mean, it can still handle this, so I think the only games I've found out my computer, I mean this is before upgrading it, mind you, could not handle before upgrading it was Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it also struggled a lot with the first Descendant, but could kinda run it. Kinda is the keyword though. I haven't tried out of those games after the upgrade, but for instance World of Warcraft, I had to play it on very horrible settings. Like basically on a scale of 2, like out of 10, I had to put it on a setting of 2 just to be able to play the game without lag, and even then it would still like randomly crash the game because my computer ran out of memory if I had my browser open. Like literally just oil and browser equal crash. But I managed to up the graphics to a 7, and as you can see I'm streaming, and I actually changed my setup up quite a lot as well. So previous when I was streaming, I'm still using a dual PC setup. But previous when I was streaming, I would literally run, I would run the game and the MIB Tuber model on the game computer, and then I would use a capture card to get that over to my laptop. But because I'm using multiple audio channels, I had to use the capture card to get the video, like the game audio, and then I had to plug my microphone into my laptop, and I had to send music and another audio channel as well over the Wi-Fi using a V-band connection. It was a mess, but I have changed it up a bit now, so now I am running the game and the stream itself from my game computer, and unfortunately because my GPU is still ancient in technological terms, it could not handle also running my VTuber model, but I simply just running literally only this VTuber model on my laptop and then just getting the feed from that. So much easier. Yeah, the CPU does have an internal GPU, but I don't know if it's probably not better than my 970. I don't think so, at least. I don't know, honestly. Maybe I could try to figure that out. But I also tried to make a lot of different shenanigans, such as trying to use both GPUs. To kind of like offload the things a bit. So for instance, run the stream on the internal GPU, or run the stream on it, if not the video, but I just then it had issues with capturing things, and it was just a mess, so yeah, that did not quite work. I think it worked well enough if I was just, you know, not having my VTuber model, it would probably work fairly enough, but oh well. But I have found a fairly good deal for a 7800 XT graphics card that I'll probably end up getting in a month or so. Just need a bit of money. Yeah, my setup's very different. Yeah, because I mean, ideally I would love to just have everything running on the same computer, because that's just easier. But at the same time, I mean, I've made it as easy as possible for myself with my dual PC setup as well, so maybe it's not that big of a deal, but it would still be nice to not have to also have my laptop on the desk as well, because I mean it does take up quite a lot of space. But yeah, I did try to set up a hybrid mode for the GPUs, but it just didn't want to capture the things, so oh well. And even then it was just like the model was lagging so much when I was doing it for some reason, I'm not sure why. So the only logical solution is to upgrade my computer again with a new GPU this time, and then we'll be happy. A new face. Great to see you. I'm Sodo, and I specialize in getting people what they need. Welcome to my shipping desk. How can I help? I'd like to learn more about the process here.
You won't meet me by the south gate, friend. I'll clock out and clue you in.
Will you clock out just for me? Oh,
That seems more like what I saw in my vision.
you believe in me, but you always said, "Oh, thank you." I have a tiny bit of belief in myself, because then I always surprise myself when things goes correct. I'm actually surprised I managed to build the new computer without any issues. Apart from flipping the fans the wrong way around, I mean that's an easy fix. Or Ducko.
Which side you on? Get it done.
I'm a smart cookie. Sometimes, but I have my moments. Jokes aside, thank you. And also thank you for the help with like I had a lot of questions about things, so thank you for the help with that as well. Also, I just realized we're fighting in a place filled with mechanical things, and oil is also a lot of things, and we're using fire. That seems like a very good idea, right? I love that so much. You. You're always happy to help and have a lot of experience. I will remember that. And I will make you regret saying that. Just kidding. The thing is, like, when it comes to GPUs and CPUs, I have, like, a decent idea what I'm doing. But the moment it comes to anything else related to hardware, then I'm just like, no idea. But I mean, the only things I really need to upgrade on my computer would be the like the graphics card, of course. That's the most pressing thing. And then maybe getting some SSDs. That's about it.
Over here!
You built 8 PCs for people in the last 2 years. Damn, that's a lot. I have built 1 PC for myself in the past forever.
Do what's proud.
And that was very recent. But I will say, it was actually very therapeutic and stimulating actually to build it. It kind of reminded me of when I, as a kid, would build Legos. It kind of had the same feeling. Just, you know, a bit more technical, but it's not just kind of the same feeling, just sitting there on the floor, and just, you have the components, you kind of have a blueprint, then you just try to make things work. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Galax is controlling the Dark Fuse directly and wants to know who worked against him. We could have an ally out here. That's a big clue.
Nice chat.
All eyes were on you. Great job distracting them. Alright, I was distracting people. I was getting distracted myself. Is that successful distraction then? It's a hobby of yours to help people.
Let me just clock out over here. So
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, it's easy to like for instance, then again, I mean, I've only really had 2 major computers. I have a couple of laptops, of course, but I only had 2 major computers, and I always just kind of gone Intel and Nvidia and just thought, yeah, I like this. This works for me. That's what I want to keep doing. But with the prices on it, like, why not just go AMD? If they can do the same thing for half the price, why not? Narration suggests there is more to the south. We should move on soon. Does this goblin you discovered have more information?
I saw the black blood in my visions, but not all of that machinery.
How's about a tour?
Yeah, that's the thing about the Intel CPUs as well. I mean, with the whole issue that was with the 13th and 14th generation Intel CPUs, where they basically degraded themselves. I mean, I have heard they have fixed it, but yeah, that does not really inspire confidence in them. They have not fixed it. Oh, I thought I'd heard they had fixed it. But regardless, I mean, it's a matter, even if they had fixed it, it's still a matter of like, hey, this happened with these cards. Okay, I'm just not gonna purchase these cards even if I'm being told they're fixed. So yeah. So I'm switching from blue and green to red and red. I like red, so that's fair. You're new here, right? I can tell by your question. But don't worry, Sato's your best pal. Oh dear. Goblins. I'll give you a personalized tour. God I will. The Venture Company town is just south down the road. It'll be informative and interactive. You can't ask for a better experience. Trust me. I don't like this guy already. They tried to gaslight everyone into thinking the problem was the motherboard. Oh dear. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I heard that the supposed fix was a, I don't know, like either a chipset or a firmware update. I don't know what exactly you call it for the motherboard. And I was just like, I don't know a whole lot about this. I have my doubts. Like, that sounds like a straight up hardware malfunction. That doesn't sound like something you can just patch out with a software update. It seemed very fishy when I was told it had been fixed in that way.
Hey, trust me.
See, this is definitely a goblin. The goblin is just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna give you a tour, and then you don't mind if I charge you by the minute. Okay, at least they're kidding, but that's probably just because they realized I could burn them to a cinder. We could chat about some kind of payment in Godaville. Assume you enjoyed it.
I got you.
Payment.
It's fine. He's there though. Show us what you got.
Sure thing, boss. This way.
Oh, off we go.
On your left, Venture's new Mark 78 Black Blood Extractor. Woo! Give it a whirl.
Okay.
Imagine how much black blood that baby is dug up. Am I right? Well, it's low on coolant. Everybody move!
It's on fire. That's fine, right?
Well, you know, that happens.
You're grabbing food? Okay.
Let's go to the town.
Look at this fancy machinery we have. Immediately starts to just self-combust. I see.
Oh, I got what you need.
We had a lack of coolant lately. They're holding it down south a bit. Besides, the X78 was always more buggy than the 71.
Know me.
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
There though,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, wrong way.
Are you okay?
What have they done? I
Oh.
must have a closer look.
But yeah, like I was considering getting an RTX, was it 4080? I was considering getting that,
Your
but
path leads you deep,
then I looked at the
stranger.
prices and it's just
May you lend your
basically
soul
double
to
the price for 7800 XT. Like, I don't want to pay that. Actually, it's more like triple the price, to be honest. And I do not have that much money. So, the land ages underfoot. These pipes carry black blood north in a massive volume. I'd never seen the land become infected this rapidly. Clear raid the rod. Perhaps we can save it yet. I'll go after the structures, point out weak spots as you find them, and I will focus our assault.
Let nature
Okay,
take
so-
its course. Follow me. We will stop this atrocity.
So black blood is either
Nature
dragon blood,
rejects you.
which is not in this case, or it is blood from an old guard, which it is in this case. Regardless, both are bad. Wait. One thing I love about mage is that you can just the enemy buffs themselves and you're just like, nope, that's mine. And then also just the insane mobility they have. The only thing that mages are missing, I feel, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say they are missing it, because they have so many things that makes up for it. But it would be nice if they had some sort of self-healing apart from ice block. But you can make free food. So that's something. And we do like free food. I think there was that game mode in Classic, what's it called? The Age of Discovery or something? Something like that, I don't recall exactly. Where they had a tanks visualization for mages. Hi Kurt, how are you doing? And welcome in. Did you play any more of the Bramble Underking game? I don't recall exactly the name of it. You just got home. This way. Not since Sunday? I see. You'll play them on Saturday.
Foul
Good,
thing.
good. It seemed like a fairly interesting game.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Don't touch that. What are you doing?
Meteor?
The black blood. You have no idea.
I know it's bad, but you're making things worse.
So, your path
I
leads
don't
you
really need any of the items, I think. But I am an enchanter, so I'm just gonna pick something and then just
watch over you.
destroy it. It made me almost throw up on Sunday. The game.
Wow, look who it is.
Yeah, I mean the game did seem rather vile when I was watching his stream. Like balance games, but even you have a line. Yeah.
What you got it?
I have the same. Like I mean, when I was playing The Last of Us 2, I had absolutely no issue playing The Last of Us 1. But the second, like part 2 was just, it was too much in a sense. It just felt so visceral.
What needs fixing?
And even after, like Last of Us 1, I could just kind of like blast through the game until I didn't really want to play it anymore. But part 2, I could only take one chapter at a time, or one act, I guess.
Oh,
And I was gonna chat all day.
Guess it was just too much. Yeah, dead babies and dead kids, that's a big no-no for me as well. I thought we could talk here in Godwill, but it feels tense. They're all venture company, but I don't recognize a lot of them. Word is, Gallic sent down a bunch of workers who were sympathetic to him so they could spy on us. Clear out some of those turncoats. If any of them report to Overseer Gossig that we're working against the pipeline, he'll go after my people. Oh, Canada. Oh yeah, I definitely feel like that's a very valid spoiler alert. I'm not spoiler, like content warning, I guess.
It's lonely at the top.
What information is Galway's after here in Godville? Let's see if some of these goblins will give us a hint. Let's start with any Bilgewater goblins we can find.
All parts accounted for. Hold up. I see a goblin I know. Hey there, friend.
But it seemed fairly whimsical, and then suddenly it just turned into absolute horror. You're spying for Gallowix, admit it! Well,
Is this my problem?
I need to target something.
we can accuse two of them because they're Meteor. Yeah, I mean, that definitely feels like a proper content warning.
Have I got
Because I
something for
know
you?
that is definitely a trigger for a lot of people.
Won't find better. I'm on it.
Yeah, I felt Little Nightmares was... I kind of knew when I was going into it, I knew it was in the horror genre. But even some of the things in it, I was actually very surprised by. It was very gross in some circumstances. Keep your voice down. Of course I recognize Gaslev, but we gotta keep this on the down low.
Can't talk now. Try old crazy Benny. He'll tell you some weird stuff, but he gets facts mixed in too.
Oh, sorry to put you on the spot. Thanks.
What you
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of like the character progression in Little Nightmares as well. How it just kind of seems very innocent, like the main character is very innocent in the beginning, and then suddenly it's just kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, that as well. One more.
You looking for trouble? Is this my problem?
There we go.
You saw... ghosts?
I mean, ghost doesn't seem too wild of a thing in this
Is that
world.
yours?
I've seen quite a few. Welcome back, Fix. What did you get to eat? Tell me. You're looking for the real truth? I got all the juicy stuff, but we gotta whisper. Well, what are all the spies trying to find? Ray looks around nervously, then speaks. Gallowix is giving out big rewards to find the folks working against him. It's turning all the goblins against each other. Pamsy knows the truth. Pamsy?
Next time.
Look, this project is slowly killing my crew.
What's
Blowing
Pepsi?
up the wall was my cry for help.
That was you? I knew you was worth something. I got a reward to collect. See you, losers.
We have been double-crossed.
Smoke! I can't see a doing?
Want smoke. Ooh. I'm not sure what A and W is, but a burger sounds good. And corned beef. I mean, I have no idea what A and W is. Nope, not how where I live. At least not to my knowledge.
Off you go then.
There were more spies than I expected. It's hard to have faith in the venture company. But we're not all like that.
Oh, and I was gonna chat all day.
I hope Winter catches up to Soto before we can blab, but we shouldn't count on it.
Do what you gotta.
I got a team of engineers, all of them got families. They keep having horrible accidents and infections from the black blood. I just couldn't stand another death. I opened the wall. I wanted it to bring us some hope. You show up and want to stop the black blood? It doesn't do any good to stop the pies up here. We gotta get to the pump station. So the McCrew and the pumps, they're all at the same station, but we should hurry.
Will that do now? Help
Black
me
blood
save
is
my
bad.
folks from the dark fuse in this job, and I'll help you shut it all down.
I do not recall
aligned in purpose.
exactly how it is, but I think it was something about when in Battle for Azeroth, when you killed
I
Nasov
thought if I just got
in
him
a
on
raid.
Undermine.
I believe that's
Oh, then it's
some of the blood from that old one seeped down here, and that's where the black blood comes from. And if not understood, it's from another old one. Regardless, it's very bad news. I can't believe it. Soto must have told Overseer gossip about me. This is a clear message to stop.
Off you go then.
This crew trusted me. They're my family. We gotta see if any of them survived. I have other engineers who ain't here. They must have fled into the field. Rossi, Ketz, and Glissa are out there. Find them. Bring them home.
Oh, and I was gonna chat. I won't let the dark fuse or Gallywix bully us.
The horrors of the
We're
black blood
shutting this all
here
down.
can't be underestimated. The strength of it in this place is causing my visions to feel distant, like odd whispers. Kill the manifestation of this rot before they grow stronger.
While my
And then there's of course the whole thing with Xylotath, which is also an old one. Is also a thing in this expansion, so yeah, that's not good.
You got a problem? Back to it. Headed back to the station.
Like, just look at that thing. That doesn't look good at all.
I need a target.
And blood ticks. Not like this. Okay. Kill this thing. Kill. I love the rapid fire mages. It just feels so good when you get the right combo
You
off.
got a problem? Back to it. I'll go check in with PMZ.
We have to defeat that one as well. Let's just do that then. Oh, I missed. It's okay though. Also, as a vampire, fighting blood monsters is a very weird position to be in. Especially when it's bad blood. Ah, there. No, come back here. I'm trying to save you. Come back.
What you got? Whatever. Oh, thanks for saving me.
I touched about water. Bad blood. That's fine. It's just a group of enemies and nothing wonder. It always feels weird as a fire mage when you kind of run out of your instant cast and you have to make like a proper cast of the spell. I just stand there like, oh, I'm actually casting instead of just blasting. It's a huge difference.
From above.
It would take much more to staunch these wounds, but we must not tire.
The world watch over you.
We made some progress here while you were helping Pamsley's engineers.
We have a plan.
Pamsley and I came up with the idea, since we can't access the controls, and we can't blow it up. What if we freeze the pump station? Stay with me. Pamsley mentioned that a lot of the machines up north are overheating lately, because all the coolant is being used down south. And it's even harder to get because the blood slimes eat it. What if we found all of the coolant supply and dumped it into the pump station? We put the whole operation on ice, and it'd take ages to fix. I like that idea.
Now, bring the coolant. We'll be ready for it. Yo! Be good!
I followed Surtur's trail south and found a nasty piece of work named Gothic. Gothic Cochrane. Pushing workers around and talking about another lesson. Surtur must have snitched to this Gothic guy, but I need to confirm it. I think this Gothic will have the proof on him. Gothic could have given the orders, but looking at the bloody shredder and the marks on Pouncy's screw, I'm sure he got involved personally. You should do the same. Kill Gothic and chip him for any time Surtur got word to him. So in a sense, we're like, hey, the guy who snitched on us might have snitched to this guy. Kill him so we can get proof. Okay. I mean, of course, there's also the concern that he seems a very likely suspect to have murdered a lot of our new allies, so... Which is good enough of a reason to go ahead and commit murder in retaliation.
I don't have a target.
Command I have? Oh, which one was it? Is it the butterfly? No, I mean, when in doubt, murder. Please don't quote me on that in court. Oh. I'm collecting buckets of ice. Disgusting! Murder time! Oh, well there we have our confirmation. So don't want him about us. We have been justified for the murder. Boom! I do massive damage. But, I mean... I have a lot of this gear actually just how it is not that good, but then I have something like this which is current like season hero tier. My weapon is champion tier. I have some fairly decent gear, and I'm also using combustion, which is kind of like the huge damage boost I get. The huge damage cooldown ability I have. And meteor. Oh yeah, the numbers are insane. You just finished ordering food. What did you get? I had some tacos today. They're very good. Ooh, make a Naruto ramen. That sounds lovely. When I lived in Spain, I used to go to a. I don't have to redeem taco, but it's raining tacos. No, I don't recall the lyrics. But it's raining tacos. That's what matters. So when I lived in Spain, I used to go a lot to a ramen place they had. It was so good.
Time is money.
I haven't found a place like that where I live now. I also do not have the money to go out and eat. But I mean I do, but I'd rather spend the money on computer. So
This'll be a snap.
okay, here's the plan. If we just freeze it outside, it'll all melt in a bit and go back to normal. But we got Arazeena. She can target cracks and leaks in the pipes so the coolant can get inside and really muck things up. Since you got all the canisters, I think you should go get the honor of freezing the pipes solid. You get the honors of doing these things. It's just code for I don't want to bother doing it. You just go have fun. Pansy has a rocket board, and you'll be able to dispense icy justice down upon the station's key areas. Icy justice, I love that.
Begins now. Let's do it.
I'll join you above and scout. I can see weak spots in the pipeline. I will mark them.
We have pretty good balance. How did that not hit? Yeah, I mean, it's a good ramen. I did try to make some ramen at home a couple of days ago.
I'm out of range.
It was decent. Not the best. Not too bad either. Just decent. I did not have Naruto in it, so that was sad. I see justice dispensed! We love icy justice.
Bilge water.
And if you think about it, justice is also just ice. If you think about it. Don't need any of these.
Bill's head might have been more satisfying than a big explosion.
I don't think I actually need any gear from the quest line.
Be good.
That just means I get more enchanting materials. That's
now?
lovely.
Break.
Undermine needs someone looking out for the little guy.
Hang on. Yeah, I still have the dark blood, not the black blood influence.
What you got?
Because it's making my mind weird.
What?
You got a problem? What?
We cannot let black blood spread.
No, we cannot.
Keep it real.
Our next stop should be Undermine.
Have a good one. Be good.
Down Undermine. We've done what we could here. It's time to get a look at Undermine. Pouncy's got a contact, adventure goblin named Grimla. We can start there when we arrive. Let's get Gaslow and get going. Undermine is not the kind of problem you solve with a knife. We need someone like Gaslow on board for this. You know, the builder and leader type.
Keep it real.
You can't solve everything with a knife.
What now?
But knife? I wonder if I can actually get one of these hoverboards as a mount.
I got your papers. Just tell her you're with me.
Hang on. It almost looks a little bit like a goblin. Like the building itself. Like you have eye, Big mouth. Look, there's even a tooth.
I told you to use the manifold. Off you go then.
Well, off we go. Meow. Well, that sure looks like goblin architecture. Hey, watch where you're walking. In Undermine we walk around people, not through them. Bloody tourists.
What? Watch it out there.
These are just some
Stay sharp.
things.
Watch it out there.
I'm walking here. Yeah.
Some help?
It really gives it that vibe.
Pick that right up. Always read the labels.
Always read the label. That's actually solid advice.
Hey,
Behold.
over here.
Goblins.
Nancy sent word about what happened
City.
in the Ring and Deeps. I'm here to get you reacquainted with Undermine.
What's the holdup?
I haven't said that in a long time. I hope Rinsing and Pansy know what they're doing with Grimla here. Got an achievement. Trust issues. Great.
Long enough.
What's the problem?
There you are. I'm Grimla. Welcome to Undermine. If you want to get up to speed with the current situation, you come to the right goblin. Pansy vouch for you, and that's good enough for me. I've got a coupon you can use at the Incontinental Hotel. We'll start there. Let's take a ride in Grams, my hot rod. Hop in and when you're ready.
Don't break it.
Never thought I'd be back here. I better get started.
I'll see if I can track the black blood.
I mean,
You're gonna want to keep a low profile.
it seems to be running on fire, so it definitely is a hot
I can't-
car.
Island, don't be shy. First stop, the Incontinental Hotel. Goblins of all sorts congregate there. It's a great place to get the latest word.
Undermine smells worse than I remember. Was it always this suffocating?
I love how they just kind of put a sun and some clouds,
This ain't my home.
cardboard cutouts.
Not anymore.
Excellent. Let's head inside the hotel.
Oh, there we go. Where do I check in?
I got you back. Stay sharp out there.
Oh. Well. Here's the coupon. Wow! And the coupon isn't even expired! That feels like a bit of a, what's it called? Never mind. Imagine being surprised that someone's handing you a coupon that's not expired. Either it's a sign that people don't want to stay there, or, well, the coupons are just expiring very quickly. This is always the best of the best. It's centrally located, isn't full of nasty dark thugs, and will keep the crowd population de-escalated. Rooms are full, but hearthstones we got. Do you need one? I wish I could have a hearthstone in real
Watch
life.
yourself. Interesting. See you around.
Maybe it's so nice to just kind of like focus on a little bit, like on a tiny stone in your hands, and then just, oh, then you're home. That would be so nice.
Come back for more.
Welcome to the best place ever. Keep cool out there.
I need to sign a contract. Just go with the build for the cartel.
See you around.
Good stuff. And don't let them work you overtime.
Just because, why not? I didn't get the thing I needed though. Why would I want to work for Gazelle? Well, why wouldn't you want to? Fair point. You get to make a name for yourselves, and then trade princes won't ever forget what you've done for them. Fair, I guess.
Time's a wasting.
I was the last person.
What's the damage?
Shipping and handling is the best of the best of the best when it comes to employees in Undermine. And we're not Darkfuse affiliated, so you don't gotta sacrifice your morals working for Gallywix. Well, that sounds good. The jobs are mostly
There's
delivery.
a situation right now with Gallywix and the Dark Fuse.
Yeah, that's just about right. If you make any infos about Undermine, I'll be in touch. Okay.
Time's a wasting.
I love the jazz down here in Undermine.
There you are.
So, that's Intercontinental Hotel. Let's go downhill from here. Ah, great.
This Bilgewater's gotten it worse than the other cartels.
I need to get to the Bilgewater. These dark views have me worried.
I think it's actually very unfortunate that they have voiced pretty much every character that you speak with throughout the main quest line. But then there's this guy, Rensick, who seems to be playing a fairly important role, but he's just not voiced for whatever reason. I think it's probably related to the SAG after strike, but still feels a bit unfortunate, and then just begs the question of why did they choose that character then if they do not have someone to voice him? Seems silly. Well, next up, Tailgate Park. Bilgewater Gazelle used to be in charge there, but Gallywix had other plans. Now the Darkfuse acts like they own the place, and the Bilgewater, well, they do the best they can. I'm not sure who runs it now, if anyone does.
What you want? Next stop, Tailgate Park. All aboard!
All aboard the fun train.
Dark Fuse kinda took over Tailgate Park.
I left Laszlo Overbite in charge. I need to talk to him.
Yeah, the whole Horde versus Alliance thing has not really been much of a thing the past couple of
I remember
expansions.
things being bad. But this is worse than expected.
Just we're driving backwards. Like, they had a lot of it in Cataclysm, of course, and everything before that. Then they had it in, like, a lot of it in Mists of Pandaria. Then Warlords of Draenor, they also didn't make a lot of sense. They just kind of had it just to have it.
We do things different.
What came after VOD? Yeah, then Legion, they also just kind of had it just to have it. And then come Shadowlands. Wait, Shadowlands was after Legions, right? No, that's Battle for Azeroth. Then the Alliance and then the faction war really just flared up again. And Sylvanas became the big baddie, which made me very, very sad. I love Sylvanas. And then Shadowlands happened, and then they're just kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna make a truce. We have a common enemy in Sylvanas, and you know, trying to fix the entire afterlife. I feel like when someone breaks the entire reality and opens the gate to the afterlife, and you figure out things are horrible in the afterlife, that maybe that's time to call for a truce. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, they do team up a lot. So in Shadowlands, I mean, of course there was still PvP, but it didn't really take any, like, in terms of the story of the expansion, it did not really have any basis in it. Apart from, oh, but Sylvanas is Horde, and Sylvanas was the war chief, and now she basically screwed up the entire world therefore Horde equals bad, but the Horde was like, but she did this on her own. And then you also had people like Anduin and Jaina basically teaming up with Thrall like again, and Bane. So there definitely was a truce in that regard. And then Dragonflight, there wasn't really any faction war, and there was also a time skip between those two expansions of, I think it was 5 years or so in game, where there'd just kind of been peace between the two factions. And it was maintained throughout Dragonflight. And then now in the War Within, it's also just no war. And of course there is still PvP content, but the PvP content just kind of feels like it's there just so PvP players are happy, which is perfectly fine. Like, I mean, PvP is not my thing at all, but that doesn't mean the game shouldn't have it. But yeah, they actually do kind of get along in the past 3 expansions, more or less. Which I think is nice. It makes a lot of sense because, I mean, if you look at pretty much every expansion, maybe with the exception of Mists of Pandaria and the original, like, classic vanilla World of Warcraft, and then of course Battle for Azeroth. That's kind of like the campaign, like the expansions that were really focused around the faction war. But every other expansion kind of had this huge issue happening where they really ought to be teaming up and may or may not have done it. So yeah, like Legion, the Burning Legion is invading Azeroth with the purpose of trying to destroy the entire world. I feel like that calls for a truce. But yeah, I'm kind of happy. I think one thing that still saddens me is that, I mean, I'm a Blood Elf, so I'm affiliated with the Horde. So I can't go visit, for instance, Stormwind City, which is a bit of a shame, I feel. It would be nice to be able to go there as a Horde. But, oh well. You know, we can always just make already also have Alliance characters that just go to Stormwind there. But yeah. Definitely just feels like the faction is just there just to be there. Oh. I maxed out on Valor Stones, that's not ideal. Hang on. Oh, I have a bunch of characters. I have a lot. Hey, no. Oi, I'm driving here.
I'll miss you.
Alright, let me just do something. I pretty much have every class maxed out, like at level 80. I think, yeah, 80 is the max. So pretty much have every character class. Of course, there are some classes that play more than others. For instance, I have my mage, obviously. Then I also have a druid. I remember saying mage and druid are my 2 mains. My druid is a night elf. What else I wanted to do? Right, because I have maxed out on Valor Stones, so it seems silly to keep getting more instead of using them.
I offer you my aid.
So we can upgrade our gear a bit. And now we spent a ton of Valor Stones, so now we can go back. Anything else I can upgrade? Adventure, champion. That's already maxed. Alright. Then we go back. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, like, my mage and my druid I would consider those two as my mains. And then I also have a hunter, which I've also been playing. I think that was actually my very first character. All the way back when I started in Cataclysm, which is a very, very long time ago by now. The same hunter, which has been through faction and race changes because reasons. I think I started out as a... Yeah, I started out as a walk-in actually. A walk-in hunter. But then I joined a guild. And then the guild decided, nope, we're gonna go change to Horde instead for some reason. So then I had to change my character. And then they were like, you have to be a troll because the racial passive is basically a time water blood loss or whatever you want to call it. So I had to be a troll, which I didn't want to. And then when I left that guild, I was like, okay, I'm changing that into a blood elf. So I did that. And then I started...
For this much pressure. Go patch up the
Cast off shut up. And then I started a year ago. I think it was a year ago, maybe longer, a year and a half maybe. I joined a role-playing guild, which was the Lions, and I wanted to get my hunter over to play with them, so I changed it to a Void Elf, which it is now. So yeah. Where am I going? This one. I got sidetracked. Then I also have a... What's the last one of my names? The fact I can't remember means that I probably don't care. Yeah, I have a priest as well. A Lightforged Draenei priest as well. And then recently I've also gotten into playing as a paladin. Primarily for role-playing purposes, so that's one of the characters I've been playing a lot recently as well. Undermine swallows everything that's good. Now I got Laszlo. We need to find who's in charge now and figure out how to keep him safe. I think I know where to start asking.
Do us proud. I need to see it with my own eyes.
I'm not a bounty girl by nature, but there are a lot of Darkfuse out here. They're already hassling the locals, and they won't like you guys asking questions. You want to keep your friends safe? You want to put the locals in for some better spirits? Probably best if there were a whole lot less Darkfuse, if you catch my meaning.
Stay sharp out there.
Murder is the answer, told you. I love how I was just kind of like standing over there speaking with that one goblin, and then I turn around and immediately start casting fireballs. I love the imagery of that. Double meteor! Bam!
Something gotta be done about the dark views. Bilgewater can't go on like this. Not so loud.
Fire Mage Plus is so insane. Love it.
Have to get worse to get better. Need some help? It's too far away.
Oh, enemy.
Which side you on?
Your main was a paladin. Which, was it a human or a dwarf or blood elf? My paladin's a human. forth. Somehow I kinda expected that to be the case. Small and tiny, and have a big hammer. What about last I did is best for build toward and Undermine? What happened? It's been a slippery slope. Wait, hang on. Can I
Stay sharp.
play a film?
Keep
Chat, get your popcorns.
Undermine deserves better. Gallywix has got to go. Who's with me?
All right. I'm busy. Meaning, if I'm here with you, something more lucrative isn't being done. So, what is it you want?
I'll tell you what we want, Gallywix. We've had enough of your meddling. And you as boss. We want a new deal.
Hear that, Ugg? A new deal. And you all feel the same way, huh? You, Revelgaz? Nikki? Noggenfogger?
No. Marin.
Oh, they're getting cold feet, all of them.
No? So really, it's just you. Laszlo Overbite. Just a little guy from my former operation a long time ago.
He's just a little guy.
Laszlo put you up to this. That dirty, stinking rat! I'd ask you to stick around, but we got real business. You understand? Ugh. Show our guest out.
I guess that's what you call aggressive negotiations.
Meeting adjourned.
Indeed.
I see you are already making good use of the black blood.
Zalatath, nice to see you. What brings you here?
It has been some time. Is everything proceeding as planned?
The repairs have been more challenging than expected. The costs alone
Are irrelevant.
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
I just need more time.
Do not disappoint me.
Don't you worry. I won't.
I love Charlotte's design so much. That reminds me, I wanted to actually cosplay at some point. Never got to, wanted to. So what happened? It's been a step-by-step with Gallywix. He manipulated a lot of Laszlo's friend, forcing Laszlo to go along with some awful deals. Laszlo stood up to Gallywix, but you know how that ended. That's when the Dark Fuse came. Nobody stepped up to lead us since that night.
Get it done.
Laszlo, how could Gallywix do this?
I have so many characters I want to cosplay. And I'm not getting to do any of them. Oh, because I'm lazy, I guess. I don't know.
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
At least no single goblin is Gallywix's next target for now. That will give us time to deal with the Black Blood. Then we can figure out how to get my people out of Gallywix's grasp.
Well, looks like we've got work to do.
Nice work. People want you get to sleep a little easier and maybe feel like they got a little payback for the old boss.
See you around.
We're headed to my home turf next. Venturewood. It's next to the heaps. The venture company is mostly on board for Galliwigs. That means a lot of the top brass are sturdy as him. Watch your steps. But there are some good folks there too, like Pamsy and the crew. The little guy at Venture gets it rough. Everybody thinks of Venture Co. as just the baddies, so no one looks out for them. But I gotta try, right? Hop in the hot rod and I'll show you what I mean.
Don't break anything I wouldn't.
But yeah, I have a huge list of cosplay to-dos.
My home
Shout-out, for instance, Sylvanas Windrunner, which is a lot of armor. Also, Flamme from Freerun.
That's the spirit, as they
already have the hair color, so it makes sense.
Hey, Nikki!
There's a lot more that I'm forgetting, but that's the thing. That's the thing when you start having such a huge list. It's just, yeah. You can play a really great orc.
These pipes were not rated for this much pressure.
You could cosplay Thrall.
Go patch up the leaks pronto.
He's a popular orc. Nikki said it's in Galloway's pocket. She used to be my friend. You should talk to her.
You can't treat our own crew like this, Nikki.
She's floating.
I ain't like you. I'm at the big table. I'm going places. You're the one who gets to stick around and mop up this mess.
I think we need a very big mop to mop that up. What not? That works, I guess.
Venture sells out, and all we get is 20-hour shifts.
That's an interesting mount. Yeah, I don't think a mop will work on that either. Also, there's a lot of fire, and it's not my fault for once, so that's something.
Grimlaw sent you? She's a good one.
Venture was always a rough job, but it seemed better before Galliwigs came to town.
Yeah, pretty much it seems a bit better than a mop for this.
Nikki wants a shortcut to the top, but we do all the work for it.
What's the problem?
I don't need any of these. Grateful Goblin's water bottle. I mean, there's fire on it. Is it truly a water bottle then? What does the wand look like then? Is that a weird screwdriver with a rocket on it? And then they call it a magic wand. And a so-called water bottle with fire in it, like a Molotov. Goblin ingenuity at its finest. I love it.
Arrival brought out the worst in some goblins. What needs fixing?
Water bottle? More like fire bottle. Maybe it's fire water. That was rough with Nikki. And worse, the Darkview spy copter saw everything. Feels like we can't get away from all the spies, don't it? The last thing Venture needs is Galliwigs thinking these workers ain't loyal, because they got caught on footage during one of Nikki's tantrums. We don't want a repeat of what happened to my last crew. They'll take the footage from the spy copters. They usually lurk around the workshops and follow the Venture workers around.
Will that do now?
That sounds horrible to have like spy copters just following you around as you work. Except I don't see any of them. Nah, over here. feel like the difference between goblin and gnome engineering is... Gnome engineering is how can we tear tear physics and logic apart and basically split the dimension in half. How can we do that? And goblin engineering is just, we want big boom. That's about it. And you know what? I think that's perfectly valid. Hang on. I have granted you intelligence. That's gonna hurt. Ow. I would say I actually think it's kind of nice that they made a goblin sound. Yes, there are a few goblin sounds here and there. I know there is a bilge water thing in Ashara. I think, hang on. Calendar, Ashara. Yeah, Bilgewater Harbor. But it's not like a main city at all. Like, the goblins don't really have a main city. Because it kind of vanished during the cataclysm. But now they have one. Which is this huge zone.
Wow, look who it is.
The less go on Skalevik sounds the better.
Off you go then.
I have never seen a place like this.
Wait till you see Uptown.
You have come far, stranger.
While you have been getting familiar with the state of Undermine, I have been tracking our prey. The presence of black blood is everywhere, hidden behind noisy distractions. But this city cannot fool me. I discovered a black blood shipment at the place called Hubble Hill. But there were machines guarding it. We should go together.
I shall watch for you. I caught the scent of black blood in a small storehouse. We must hurry.
I have more deliveries. I'll be in touch.
Oh, off we go then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
I drove the wrong way. Togetherness! Hell yeah! Let's go do some sabotage.
Wayne, you didn't have to knock him out.
He was going to take the black blood.
Fair point. If there's an Undermine. It's looking at me. Don't like it. It could get aggressive at any moment. Ow. Don't mind me. Is it possible if you will accomplish spotted? I don't think I am, but okay. Whatever floats your boat. Good thing is you can solve every issue with enough fire.
You got a problem?
Tracking the shipment should show us who's using them. Check out any labels for letters laying around. I think I stunned all of the defenses. They'll leave us be.
Nice jet. Now get a move on.
Baron Rebelgas is shipping black blood around the city, and he's paranoid about ethereals. I got questions, and he's got answers.
Get out there and get to it.
There's no doubt about it. These shipments have Blackwater Cartel written all over them. Literally. The black blood comes in here and then Blackwater takes it somewhere in the city by curious. So, if you want to find out where we go, go right to the top, Baron Rebelgas. Gribbon mentioned Rebelgas has a temporary setup nearby here in Hobble Hill. Let's go pay him a visit. The field thing will have to wait.
It's lonely at the top.
What about relation problems? Fire!
Water labels
Yeah!
Let's pay Rebel Gaz a visit.
Fire can solve a lot of things. And if fire has not resolved the issue, then you simply did not create a large enough fire.
We're all friends here.
You're concerned for my family. Oh, don't be. They're fine.
So,
Smile. You made it sound like I committed a crime. You gotta find ways to survive on a Galric's tyranny. Where's the Black Rock going in Undermine?
You're my pals, but it's Undermine. You want something, you give something.
I guess you got a point. You want something, I give something. Yeah.
Trouble? What's the trouble?
It's worthy of the pleasure of the three of you showing up at my temporary abode.
Keep an eye out for squalls.
I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
Fair weather and steady feet.
The Darkfuse are moving into Hobble Hill. It's the same thing they did at Bilgewater Marina. Once they move in, they start pushing the locals around. Sometimes they just make them go away. It ain't right. I want to fight back, but my hands are tied. If an outsider showed up and started making trouble, well, that'd be a different story. Causing trouble? Fire! It's very good for that as well. Need a distraction? Fire! Yeah! Fire does solve the problem. Welcome back, Kurt. How's the food? They called them recruitment posters, but that ain't all they're for. They're there to remind everyone the Darkfuse are in charge and can do whatever they want. If me or one of the locals rip them down, it goes bad for us. But the Darkfuse hates you anyway, so if you torch all the posters, I would hope you won. I mean, see? Wanna get rid of propaganda posters? Buy it!
Everyone here works for a bigger fish. And you can't just spill secrets. Smuggly confidentiality, yeah? Loose lips.
Oh, some of the Brosfield. No! That's horrible.
Tell you that I just leave the stuff at a depot in the heaps.
Yeah. Sometimes it's also about the packaging and everything. Yeah. When I sometimes ordered takeaway ramen, it was always like they kind of had some. I'm not quite sure what exactly you would classify them in terms, but it was kind of like a bit like like it was not cardboard, of course, but it was a bit like cardboard. Posted there. And it generally speaking worked fine, but compared to plastic container, which is not up to par. I love how that one was just dancing and then just stopped just to drop down. Pardon me. Ow.
I'm out of range.
Really? Why do they always pull enemies out of my meteors? People always do that. It makes me very sad. But yeah, I mean, in the very short period of time I've worked as a food delivery driver, I'm very happy I did not have to handle any kind of soups or broth or anything. Because I can imagine that being... I mean, if you deliver it with a car, it might not be too much of an issue, but I had to do it by bicycle. It would not have been ideal at all. I didn't do very well as a delivery driver either, because I mean, I was trying to do it when I was in between my wait, was it? No, it was after I finished my study. Wait, no, was it before or after? It must have been whilst I was studying actually. So I was kind of like trying to do some delivery, just to, you know, just have a little bit of income beside my studies, and I just had such a hard time motivating myself to actually get to do it, because I would have to do it on the bicycle, which is not necessarily an issue.
What you want, bucko?
What am I in combat with? Ah. I win. I did exactly 2 deliveries. I cannot answer that question. As I said, I was not doing a very good job.
Fair weather and steady sea.
Yeah, I only did 2 deliveries, so... To be fair, like a lot of the times I would go out and, you know, get all the gear ready and everything, and then sign up as being ready to take deliveries, and then I would just sit around for hours with nothing coming in. So I did not time that proper. But I do recall one time I did get a, like, one of the deliveries I had to do was in like, I knew the city I lived in fairly well, but it was in a place in the city I had never even heard about before, didn't even know existed, honestly. Like, a bit far out, well, not far out, but like, just a bit near the outskirts of the town. And I had so much trouble even finding where am I supposed to deliver this, because the map did not tell me the correct direction or anything. And the guys who had ordered the thing, I had to call them to ask, hey, where exactly was I supposed to go? The map's not showing me the right thing. And apparently that seemed like something they were kind of used to. But they actually gave me a pretty good tip, despite me not honestly doing a very good job. But hey, they got their food, and I think it was still warm, so... So that was nice. There we go, we have made it enough murder for now. Yeah, I mean, maybe they tipped me because they felt bad for me. I don't know, I'm not complaining, I like money.
Find your fortune.
If I had a few more like you, I wouldn't have lost my, well, theme arena. Oh well. Blackbird is one of the steps in the journey, and they like to keep the stuff moving. Riddlegas has his people take it from the station, hide it for a bit, then deliver it to the drop sites. The drop sites changes, but the current one is a depot in the heaps. We're gonna check it out and find out where the black blood goes from there. It says it's guarded, so look for us out near the edge. Okay. Infiltration.
I don't like this. I'm getting a closer look. Don't start too much trouble. I don't want any blowback from this.
I just realized, technically speaking, my character does not have a license. But to be fair, it's a goblin town. I don't think anyone has a license. Oh yeah, they added like functionality to drift.
I was hoping to never
Which is
see him again after the ringing deeps.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, indeed. That's a lot of guards. We answered something.
Keep it real.
The heaps are crawling with guards. We got an opportunity to disrupt the Black Blood operation in Undermine, and we should take it. We can't stop all the Black Blood from getting around the city, but we can clear out some guards and smash some shipments. Mess them up enough to disrupt things. Every little bit helps.
Be good.
Cause even more chaos. I like that plan.
We get things done.
Our good pal Soto's back. It looks like he's been promoted to overseer of the heaps, keeping track of the Black Blood shipments. We owe him some payback for selling us out and got a bill. He got a lot of good goblins killed to get on Gallowix's good side. Give that little snitch what he deserves.
Nice chat. Now
get some stitches.
And pay Sordo back for what he did to
Then again, I'm not much of a medic. We can cauterize him, I guess. Snitches gets cauterized. Oh, that doesn't quite ring proper. Oh, what's this? The ledger has long-winded ramblings about Surdo's achievements, but also contains various deliveries of Black Blood across Undermine. Multiple entries in the ledger sticks out as odd. 1,000 units for secret project, delivered to secret project site. 20 units for developmental ammunition, delivered via courier. Transfers need approved by Knucklefucker Force of Steam Wheel.
You get the delivery to the secret project site yesterday, and whatever's left goes to venture from the missions testing. Where is Noggenbacher's ship? Don't you make me look bad in front of it.
Yeah. We actually got a quest to deal with a snitch. It's about time. Yeah, I've already caused a lot of havoc and mayhem. So yeah, the only thing missing on the list is to give some snitches some stitches. Yeah. What do you mean, bump spot? Oh. I'm on fire. This is fine. Shadow, my old pal! Take a fireball. Could serve it. Oh yeah, you can also have 2 meteors, just because why not?
Had to be a big shot.
APAC. Some say revenge is best served cold. Me? I prefer served with a blazing inferno. Mixed with a bit of ice, just for fun. Alright. Almost done with this quest. I feel like the only issue with fire mages is that once you run out of all your instant casts and you have to actually make a normal spell cast, you're just kind of like, oh, but I want to press things. No. Now I have to wait for the thing to cast. But even then, I mean, it's not like the cast sounds terrible, so... Like, compared to Warlocks...
What's the holdup?
The cast times are nothing.
Do us proud.
Not fun and no better than to get mixed up with Gallywicks.
Get out there and get
This is all too much.
All parts accounted for. Bilgewater is on the
I
job.
forgot what did to Pounds is screwing Goneril. That was for them too.
Yep, looks like
Got
we
his
got work
hat.
to do.
I think it might actually be worth saving. Because my current gear is set tier from the previous season. So I think this can potentially become a bit higher item level. Quite certain though. What's this though? Yeah, that's my crafted item that would be replacing that with. And I need to upgrade my crafted item, so we're not gonna keep that one though.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, that should slow the black blood business. Hopefully anyone expecting a shipment will have a real bad day.
Have a good one.
It's time to sort out what to do next. This Nuggenfrogger business has got slow on edge, and we gotta move quickly to find out what's going on. Some things got me on edge too. We should get out of the heaps fast, but let's make sure Gaslo's on board.
Keep it real.
Unbelievable. Noggenfogger working for Gallywix.
Is it?
I told you, this town ruins everything and everyone. It ain't worth it.
Actually, it takes a bit out that why is this character not voiced? Doesn't make much sense. Some costly wanna, some costly got no choice to join Gallywix, I believe.
You think Gallywix has leverage on him?
Yeah. He's your pal, you tell me.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Like I'm all... let's get out of here so we can talk. Feels like we're being watched. I'm watching you. But like, I mean, I'm all for the voice actor for Resnick being on strike if that's the case, to get better, well, just get better deals and better, what's called, conditions, work conditions and such. I'm all for that. But it just seems like such a strange choice that Blizzard would then just use that character when they're not having that character voice while everyone else is. It just seems weird. Winston could see a moment ago. He told us to be quiet, and then he vanished. Alright.
Stop meddling in our affairs.
Now, Brensik. He went steppy.
Yo!
These officials clearly don't want us investigating this, but how'd they get mixed up in Undermine?
Have a good one.
Back to Dale's Hill. We got lots to tell the others.
That ethereal got the drop on us. I hope Wayne has reached Illyria by now.
Me too, cause this is trouble. You know what I wish? I wish that driving into people would just give them a huge knockback, depending on your speed. I would love that so much. Would it mean people could potentially annoy other people by driving into them? Yeah, but it's fun. That's what matters. Grimlow says Vayner and Illyria haven't shown up.
Bilgewater is on the job.
Hang on.
It's lonely
How
at the
far are
top.
we? Undermine awaits. Just to go this way. Let's go this way. Alright, but chat. I have been streaming for just about 2 hours, and it is almost 3 AM. My time. I really should be heading to bed. So we're gonna take a break until next time I stream, which will not be in a month, I promise. It will be... I'm not sure when. It might be, if not tomorrow evening, or night I should say, then probably Friday. So yeah. But thank you so much for watching. It is so nice to be back to streaming. I want to say something else. Right, Discord. Discord. Not in capital. I have a Discord, so I can't say chat. God damn it. Hang on. Hang on. I have not set up my my things proper apparently. But yeah, I have a Discord server. It is still a very, very small server with just a few good people, so we are more than happy to have more people come in. I also do have some social media, such as Blue Sky, that people are more than welcome to follow me on for updates. And we cannot pit Omen yet because I need to fix that. I promise I will fix it eventually. And is it this? Yeah, I also have a YouTube channel that I'm trying to remember to upload things to. So yeah. Let's see. Is there anyone we can send you over to? There might actually be some we can send you over to. Maybe, maybe not. No, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe. Well, here's the thing. There is someone I could send you over to, although she is not technically live right now. She is doing a rerun of a stream, so I don't know if that counts. But regardless, she is reading a book. So that could be kind of fun. I still need to figure out how to even rate people. I need to figure that out. How to rate. Rate channel, I think. This is of course assuming she has rates on when she's doing a rerun. Anyway, let's see. I think I did something. Maybe. I don't know anymore. We might be raiding, we might not. In any case, thank you so much for watching. As always, it was a pleasure. In case we are not actually going to the raid, you can just look up Hina. My entire computer is just messed up. Oh well. We'll get her next time then. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful time wherever you do end up, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Good night.